Well, welcome everybody to Why You Need These Drops. I am Michelle McKay with my power partner, Cynthia Bolden, and we just want to welcome you guys to Why You Need These Drops. And so excited to have Stephanie Leonard with us tonight. Stephanie's also from Oxford, Mississippi, so we get the honor and the pleasure of getting to work together in Oxford and to serve our surrounding communities. But y'all, you just wait and just be ready to be blessed. Stephanie has the most amazing testimony that you've probably not heard before. And then we're going to go over the presentation. So if you are a dropper, we call them droppers. So if you are on the drops with us and you're a guest on our call tonight, please put a 1 in the chat so we'll know who the guests are. So Stephanie is going to give you some options at the end, but you guys hold on to your seats. She has an amazing testimony. I cannot wait for you to hear. So Stephanie, take it away.
I will. Thank you guys so much. I do get the honor of working with Cynthia and Michelle, and I am just blessed to be on the call tonight. As she said, my name is Stephanie. I'm from Oxford, Mississippi, and I manage 13 guys' book of business in the financial world. So I am stressed all the time. So I'm going to preface this by saying at Partner Co, we do not treat, cure, or diagnose, but this is my story. My entire life, I've had mental health challenges, but those challenges and symptoms of depression, headaches, mood disorder, I like to call them intrusive thoughts when I would have negative thoughts about ending my life. Those went on in my life from teenage years up until I was diagnosed, which was either my mid to late 30s. I was actually hospitalized. And of course, I was put on medication. I was formally diagnosed as being bipolar and borderline personality. And every time I would go for a follow up, they would say, Stephanie, how are you doing? And more medication would get added. And that went on for 2 to 3 years, where during one of those moments where I had intrusive thoughts and was in the hospital, I was on 8 different medications. A pharmacist came in and said, Stephanie, this cannot be true. And I said, if that's what's on the sheet of paper, it's true. And I realized at that moment I was over medicated. And so when I got out of the hospital, I did something I don't recommend, which was I cold turkey stopped. And I thought I could manage all the symptoms, like with exercise, diet, and spiritual balancing, just by getting really deep in the word and praying with women. And, life happens, right? And those struggles, those mental health struggles continue to happen for many, many years, up and down, depression where I couldn't get out of bed, intrusive thoughts, until Michelle McKay brought me a sample of Renew. At that time, I was working 3 different jobs, burning the candle, both ends and in the middle. And after 3 days on Renew, I said, I don't know what this is, but I need more of it. And I don't want to pay retail. Started the drops probably, 3 weeks after getting the Renew, and got some drops. And about 30 to 45 days after that, like, my kids were like, Mom, what are you taking? Like, you're not you. Like, what are you taking? And so I realized at that point that I felt normal. Like, I never felt like just all over the place, just not having negative thoughts, not having the mania. And so I quickly converted to plant-based products, rely on Cynthia Bolden. When I get sick, I go straight to her. But y'all, these drops have changed my life. And I will never, ever, 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 ever not be on them, just because I'm 60 years old and I've never, ever felt this great. I can't hear. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
And so what we want to do now is we want to share how you guys who are taking the drops, how you guys would have an opportunity to get the drops from us. So I'm gonna share my screen. So just a second. There. I had it all up, and of course,
There you go.
There you go.
You got it.
Okay. So as I said, the symptoms I had were mood swings, I had headaches, I had food cravings. I know people on here have had food cravings. If we all visited with friends, I guarantee you every one of them would mention something on the symptoms of hormone imbalance because we all have it. And the company that sells these amazing hormone balancing drops is Partner Co. Partner Co is going to be 3 years old in just a few days. And our motto is we are better together. This symbol I love is two hands coming together because we are all better together. We have over 100 products, guys, and we would be here.
Can I stop you just 1 second?
Yes.
Will you make the screen a little bit larger so everybody can see the
Yes.
the larger? There you go.
I may have to hold on, and I'll put it on one of my other screens at the office. Hold on just a second. Let me get it up there.
And if you can't,
Well,
no worries.
I don't know. All of a sudden, my monitors at the office are not coming on. I still don't have internet at home.
Go back and just leave it like that. That's
yeah.
perfect. Okay.
I'm sorry. Well, one might be. No, I don't think they're coming on. There it went. There it went. Sorry. Let me hop over here. Let me drag it over here, and then hopefully that will be better. Is that better?
No, we're just seeing your desktop now.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, you guys, I think I need to just stick with this. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Just stick with
Okay.
it. That's great.
Okay. So as I said, we have over 100 products. But we're not, the only one we're going to talk about tonight are the hormone balancing drops. We just saw Dr. Ray Strand and Dr. Joshua Plant this past weekend. And what I love about these products is that these products are tested and proven. We know where we get our ingredients from, and nothing goes past these guys. And that's what I love. We're going to these drops, if you follow the approved food list, which I'll show you in a second, and drink water and get these drops in your body at least 3 times a day, you're going to drop twice the weight than you would if you tried to diet alone. These hormone balancing drops, the other thing I love about them is they're going to help balance your blood sugar, right? We hear a lot of people talking about high A1C. This is going to help stabilize that blood sugar and support your thyroid. So I love that. This is the approved food list, which I love to say it's a yes list. And as you're taking these drops, guess what? You're going to start craving these foods if you weren't craving them already. When I got back from Orlando or from the beach, all I wanted were apples. So that's what I've had today are some apples. We're going to fly through these pictures really fast. But what I want you guys to notice is the middle. You're going to notice that's where the visceral fat hangs. And what we love about these products is that they target the visceral fat around our organs. These drops are made for all shapes, all sizes, men and women. And everyone that are in these slides, we saw many of them this weekend in Florida. Dr. Crystal saw her. She looks amazing. She has kept the drops off after, I think, is it 7, 8 years, y'all, that she's kept the weight off, which is fantastic. These are some ladies also that help run our Circle of Health, which is a wonderful resource for all of us here in Partner Co who are taking the drops. And as Michelle said, right, we love options. Who doesn't like options? And when as you guys heard me say, I said, I do not want to buy retail. So there is a way that you guys can get these drops, not paying retail, but going wholesale. And what I love is it's only $29.95. But Michelle and I will tell you something at the end that cost right now is even being waived. And as Michelle said, we have 3 options. Anytime I'm talking to a client and they have more than 20 or 30 pounds to use, I love to give this option because as Cynthia has always taught us, it takes 90 days for these products to get in your system, and you would have 4 boxes of drops, or you could do it with 3 friends that want to get healthy. Another option we have is the 10-pack. The 10-pack is how I got in. And then once you sell 5 boxes, the rest is profit. And as you can see, that's about $720. And then the 30 pack is a brand new option that is fantastic for those people who have 15 friends that want to do the same thing you're doing. And after you sell those 15 boxes, you're going to earn about $2,300 in profit. So, Michelle, you want to wrap it up?
Cynthia, and if you don't mind closing out the share, Stephanie.
Yes.
Cynthia,
Yes.
I want to hear from you. What about those options, Cynthia, and that free enrollment?
Yes. First of all, Stephanie, awesome job. And I
Thank
get
you.
excited every time because right now that $29.95 is waived. So it was already a low price to get started, but it's absolutely waived. So when you say we're better together, is that not awesome for our company and our owners and our executive team to think of how we can change the world by letting people know, hey, come in, get started. And when you get started, get that box of drops immediately at wholesale, whether it's one box, whether it's four, whether it's 10, or whether it's 30, but you're getting that 30% savings. So, when you hear a story like Stephanie's, and I want you to really understand what she was saying, taking your life. I got the privilege of meeting somebody. Now, this is the power of our community. I've had the pleasure of knowing Michelle for I don't know how many years. I'll just say many years, and I do mean the pleasure. She actually came in, wanted to herself. You've heard our story. She came in because of Renew. That is, we're talking about the drops, but Michelle makes no bones about it that Renew was a signature product for her. So she wanted to share it with somebody that was working 3 jobs. You think about that, three. Going to work in the day, coming home and working 2 other jobs just to make ends meet. That's huge. So you think about Michelle's heart. I shared with Michelle, Michelle shares with Stephanie, but I don't even know if Michelle, you can speak on this, but did you know Stephanie, you knew she was working a lot of jobs
Yes.
and you knew, but did you really know the impact or did you really know what was really going with her as far as mental
No,
health?
no, I did not know about her mental health. So I'm so thankful that, God just placed her in my life so that I could share that. So it just shows God has the right people out there for us to share
Yeah,
with, right? Y'all don't ever have to doubt that.
that's
Right.
right.
And so that's what I want you to really hear. You don't pick and choose. You share with everyone. We want to divorce or separate ourselves from what the emotional part of it. We don't know. I say it all the time. We don't know who just prayed last night. Lord, help me. And then the next thing is it's simple a yes or a no. It's not a like an attack. We just don't know. But here's the thing. Stephanie just mentioned our company will be 3 years old February the 11th. 3 years old. There's 8.6 billion people in the world. 3 years old. So my question to you tonight is, in a 2 hour radius where you live, in your city, state, and town, do people know Partner Co?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
good.
do they? And so when you think about that, I want you to really, really think about that. And to
Mhm.
all of our brand partners and customers that's on, and to our guests, we are just so thankful that you are here. But what we want to hear is, even for me being a brand partner, you know what my thought is? All of February is, you know what? We look at it as the love month, right? And I
Mhm.
know why. But I like to say every month is the love month because with Partner Code, we get to spread the love. So my thought is, you know who I'm going to start with? Myself. How much better can Cynthia be to Cynthia? How much better can Tiffany be to Tiffany or Suzanne be to Suzanne? When you think of that thought and what we have in our hands, not only will people hear our message, but they'll see our message. So for $29.95, and it is waived, I believe, to Friday. Am I right,
Yes.
Michelle? To
Yes.
Friday.
Friday.
I say, Michelle used to say this, so I'm gonna borrow it. Let's run with our hair on fire because people can understand you don't have to pay. And we want them to get better, and we want to be able to encourage people. That's a big encouragement that I can feel better if I take these drops 3 times a day and I'm consistent, I'm not looking for the, I don't want to say big bam, but I'm not looking for, um, the words are really escaping me, so I go this way. The body is in line to heal itself when it's given what it should have. So as you can see, we're just one big family, a community here that's saying, let's come together and really help people win in their health, because the company has done a phenomenal job of setting the stage. So Stephanie, again, great job. Just so glad that we get to work together and be together, and to see her health, to know somebody was on that much medicine. I didn't see that part of her, but I'm getting to enjoy the part of her helping herself and others, because Michelle decided to go to her job one night and say, hey, I want you to try this. So anyway, thanks, Michelle.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, Cynthia, I did not know that that Stephanie had some mental health issues. I just knew her. I saw her heart when she said, I'm working 3 to 4 jobs and this is how I feel. And of course, at that time, we were promoting Renew. And then little did we know that once we added the drops, that was going to make the significant change in Stephanie's life and in mine too. We went through a lot of changes around the same time. So I'm so very thankful that Stephanie has been able to get off of all those medications and really be free. Y'all, this is all about being free. If you were in Destin this weekend and heard from Dr. Strand and Dr. Plant, just hearing how so many people in our life, so many people are suffering from diseases that we really can prevent, you guys. We can either prevent, and we don't treat, cure, or diagnose. You said that in the very beginning, but I truly believe if we put that good cellular nutrition in our bodies know how to heal themselves. And we got to give people the tools that they need to do that. So thank you guys. Your call to action tonight. If you are on the drops or you're a dropper with us and you're getting ready to buy that second or third box of drops, make sure that you reach out to the person that invited you to this call so you can get the best discount. And especially while we have free enrollment. And you guys, that is the biggest blessing, to have free enrollment and to get 30% off your drops, because you're going to need 90 to 120 days to see optimal changes in your life. So make sure you get back with the person who brought you on the call and choose the options that Stephanie mentioned. And we want to see you win. So join in here with us. Help us get these drops in the hands of billions. Join in where you fit in. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you next Monday night. Stephanie, amazing job. Cynthia, always amazing to see you and be with you, even though it's on Zoom and I'm 400 miles away. And can't wait to be back in Oxford to see you. And I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
You guys have a great night.
Thanks, guys. Have an awesome night.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Thank you, ladies. Awesome.
Thank you. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Everybody
Good
have a
night.
great night. Good night,
know.
everybody.
Thank
Good night.
you. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night. We love you. Good night.
Yes, good night. Love you guys.
Great
Love
call.
you too.
Thank you.
Excellent
Goodbye.
call.